Hannah, I heard that you're going to New York for a business trip tomorrow. Is that true?
Good evening, Tom. Yeah, I'm going to be heading over for some meetings with one of our business partners over there. I'm also going to be discussing and sharing some ideas about a future project with a new potential business partner.
So, you've been given a very important role. I take it your boss assigned that to you?
Yeah, he did.
You literally just got transferred to our branch just the other day, and you're also a woman.
That's right. What are you trying to imply, Tom?
What kind of a trick did you pull to get assigned to so many important jobs, huh? I know you must have done something sketchy. I wanted to be the one going to New York for that business trip. That was meant for me.
Tom, I think I've already explained this to you a couple of times before, so I hope this will be the last time I repeat myself. I told you that I've been assigned to work at this branch temporarily. I'm going to head back to the main headquarters once I finish the work that I was assigned to do here. I'm not going to be working here permanently. I'm also not new to this company. I've worked here for a very long time now.
That's why they told you, because they didn't want you to feel bad. I bet that you were so useless working at the headquarters that they had to get you transferred here. This is basically a demotion for you. It's been a month since you've arrived here, and they still haven't called you to go back there, right? That means your job here isn't temporary, and it's time for you to accept the reality, you bozo.
What did you just call me, Tom?
You're an incompetent worker who was laid off from the headquarters. Maybe I'll be the one to replace you.
It doesn't matter where I get assigned to work. I will always do what's best for the company and complete the work that's assigned to me. I have to be up pretty early tomorrow morning, and I still have to pack for the trip. I'd love to get some sleep, as I have an important day tomorrow. Have a good night, Tom.
I'm not done yet. Don't you dare leave. I still need to talk to you.
What is it then? Could you hurry up and get to the point? I'm tired.
You're planning to use the company car to go to New York, right? That really nice Mercedes, right?
Yes, that's the plan. I'm going to use it first thing tomorrow morning, so I borrowed the car yesterday. It's parked in the parking lot near my place as I drove it back from work. What does this have to do with anything?
Okay, great. I'm going to need you to pick me up tomorrow morning then. I need a ride.
To where?
I'll be waiting for you at the parking lot by the station at 8 a.m. Make sure to be on time and pick me up. Got that?
What are you talking about? I'm not doing that. I was told that I was going on this business trip alone. I'm sure that I would have been told if you were meant to be coming along.
I'm not going on the business trip, you idiot. I just need a ride to New York tomorrow because I'm going to see one of my friends who lives there. I didn't want to book a flight or train because it's pricey. Then I remembered your business trip to New York. What a coincidence, right? We're going to the same place, so you may as well give me a ride. Thanks so much.
I'm sorry, but that's not possible. I'm not going to pick you up, so you're gonna have to find your own way there.
What? Why not? There's plenty of room in that car for me. You just said that you were planning to go alone anyway. It'll be more fun with me in the car there. It'll be like a mini road trip.
I'm using the company car to go on a business trip, Tom. I'm not going to use it for personal reasons. That would be going against the rules.
Now stop being such a loser. No one's gonna notice, as long as you keep quiet about it. Stop making up excuses and come and pick me up, okay?
I told you, I am not doing that. I won't be picking you up. I'm leaving at 6:30 a.m. anyway. I'll be long gone by the time you arrive at the parking lot. I'll probably be on the highway by then. Please just find another way to get to New York if you really want to go. Please stop bothering me with an unreasonable request. I told you that I'm tired. I'm off now.
Well then, I'm gonna need you to leave later then.
I'm sorry, but that's not possible either. I have to arrive in time for my meeting. It would be too late if I waited any later than I originally planned. So no, Tom.
Didn't I just tell you that I haven't booked a flight or train to New York? I need you to give me a ride, man.
Go ahead and book a ticket now. It's a weekday, so I'm sure tickets are a bit cheaper.
I don't want to pay the money for a flight. It is too expensive.
Well, then maybe you shouldn't be going in the first place if you can't afford it.
Oh, would you just shut up? I'm not asking you to do anything difficult. All I'm asking is for you to give me a ride. We're both going to the same destination anyway. We'd be reducing carbon emissions too. You like that kind of environmental crap like that, right?
How many times do I have to tell you this? I can't allow you to use the company car for personal reasons. This car is only to be used for work-related purposes.
I told you that nobody will find out about it if you keep quiet. We're the only people that know about this. You can just lie to the company if they ask you.
It doesn't matter. It's wrong, so I'm not going to do it. I'm really going to get going now. Good night.
Hey, don't you dare leave. We still haven't finished talking. You better come and pick me up at 8 a.m. or else I'm going to make you regret it so much. Is that clear? You idiot, where the heck are you? It's way past 8 a.m. already. It's cold outside. I hate people who can't keep promises. Why haven't you come to pick me up? I thought I made myself very clear about this. I packed everything because I thought I'd be going by car, Hannah. My suitcase is way too heavy to walk around with. Are you seriously not going to come and pick me up then? Answer the damn phone. What the hell is wrong with you? I can see that you've read my texts, you know? Don't you dare just ignore me. It looks like I'm really gonna have to teach you a lesson this time. You've disrespected me and I'm at my limits with you. You better prepare yourself for what's coming. Hannah, my trip was completely ruined because of you. I was meant to go to a concert with my friends and chill with them. Now that I've had to spend money on that stupid flight ticket, I am broke. This happened because you refused to give me a ride to New York. You've completely ruined this trip for me. I'm gonna make you pay for this.
Tom, what do you think you are doing? Hurry up and give the company car back to me. I can't believe that you assaulted me like that too. Are you insane? You do realize that I've injured my elbow and back because of what you did, right? It was so dangerous. You almost ran over me as you drove off. Seriously, are you insane? You need to come back before this becomes so much worse for you. My handbag and all the important documents for work are inside that car. I still have lots of work to do today. I need everything back, including the company car. Tom, why aren't you replying to me? Tell me where you are. Do not leave me here in New York. This is not going to end well for you if you keep on ignoring me.
Well, you shouldn't be able to find me now that I've come this far. I'm glad I found out which hotel you're going to be staying at in advance. My plan worked perfectly. Now I can drive back home in this awesome car. My first time to drive a Mercedes. Whoop!
Tom, come back and return the car immediately. This isn't funny at all. I still have a couple of places that I need to go today for work, and I need that car. You also have my bag and all of my work documents. Even the company's laptop and iPad are in that car. I can't get any work done without them.
You don't need to worry about that. I'll make sure not to touch any of that stuff.
That is not the point. I need everything back from you.
A woman like you doesn't deserve to use a company car in the first place. You're a woman, your driving must suck. You also got transferred here from the headquarters because you were so useless.
Stop being so sexist. I have every right to use the company car. I'm here for work.
You're way too arrogant as well. This is the punishment for disrespecting me. I'm gonna start heading back home now in this car. You're gonna have to walk the several hundred miles back to our office. I am so glad that I don't need to catch a flight back home. This is gonna save me so much money. Whoop! See ya. Morning, Hannah. I left all your belongings and your work stuff that was in the car on your desk. Oh, also, one more thing. The branch manager told me that he wants to talk to me about something. I have to head to the meeting room now, so I want you to do some work for me. I need you to create some of the documents for the F company, and the deadline is today. I want you to make them and send it to them before the end of the day. You better not be late. Do you have any idea what the branch manager wants to talk to me about? I'm gonna get a promotion or a pay raise, oh whoop! Maybe I'll be the manager of this branch. If I do, I'm gonna be teaching you a couple of lessons in basic manners. You've been very rude to me after all. You better be prepared for that.
Good morning, Tom.
Oh, what's up? Whereabouts are you walking now, huh? You must still be pretty far away, huh?
Actually, I am at the office as per usual.
What? How did you manage that?
Well, I had my phone on me after you abandoned me, so I called the New York office and asked for some help. They got me a flight ticket back here.
Oh, well, good for you. I was hoping that you'd be a little more panicked and in despair.
Okay, let me make something very, very clear to you, Tom.
Huh? What is it?
I came to this branch from the headquarters as a corporate investigator.
What did you just say? What the heck is that?
The headquarters thought that this branch needed investigating since there were so many young workers quitting. The turnover ratio was too high, so they asked me to come here and find out what the problem was.
Okay, so what's your point?
Well, I found out that the reason is you.
What?
And I guess the branch manager wants to talk to you about the report that I submitted to him related to it. I listed out everything that was wrong about this place in my report, so you better make sure that you listen to what he has to say to you. It might be important.
Okay, this is bogus. I really have no idea what you're talking about. What the hell is going on, Hannah? He said you are no longer allowed to come into work until a decision has been made about your future here. What the hell is that supposed to mean? He also said I should start looking for a new job. That basically means I'm gonna be fired. Did you say something? What the heck did you do?
Well, it's not my fault that you're getting fired, but it sure likes you are.
But you said something to them, didn't you? What the hell did you say to them? You just got kicked out of the headquarters for being so incapable. Why the heck are you butting into my business?
I wasn't kicked out. I told you 1,000 times. I was sent here as a corporate investigator, like I told you before. All I did was report what I saw with my own eyes. Your arrogant attitude and horrendous treatment of your coworkers was some of the things that I included in my report.
So you're trying to say that there's a problem with me now? Tell me what the hell I did wrong.
Well, first of all, you stole the company car I was using and used it to drive around New York for your own pleasure. And then you took it from me and drove it all the way back here, leaving me stranded.
So what? You would have done the same thing if I hadn't have driven back here.
It wouldn't have been the same at all, because I was using the car for business purposes. I had to fill in a form, and I had to get permission from the company to use the car. You didn't do any of that. And you drove off with all my things, including work documents. I needed them for the meeting with one of our business partners. That was why I went to New York in the first place.
Well, I thought that you had finished all of your business over there.
And what if I did? It still doesn't give you the right to use the car. You were in New York for pleasure, right? You went to go see your friend or something? Do you really think that's an acceptable reason to use the company car? Obviously not.
Okay, but nobody would have found out if you'd kept quiet about it. You rattled on me, didn't you? I had no idea what you came here to do, but betraying your coworker is such a trashy thing to do.
I am just doing the job that I was told to do. Either way, you inappropriately taking advantage of the company car is on the records now. It's also on the dash cam.
Nobody checks that thing anyway.
Actually, there's a rule to check the dash cam to make sure that there aren't people like you who abuse company policies. The company would have found out about you even if I hadn't reported you.
God damn it, I can't believe that I'm gonna get fired for this. This was just one mistake that I made.
Actually, that definitely isn't the only reason you're getting fired. Did you not listen to anything Mark said to you?
Mark is a craphead. I don't even know why he's in upper management, man. I barely remember anything he said.
Well, the main reason why you're getting fired is because we found proof of you forcing some of your coworkers to quit the company. There are also multiple complaints about you from a few of the female coworkers at this office too. I heard that you've been inappropriate to them. That alone is a good enough reason for you to get fired.
Oh, I think I might know what you're talking about. You're talking about Lisa in the sales department, right? She's my girlfriend, though.
Well, she's made complaints about you. You do realize that she's married, right?
No way! I was gonna marry her.
Well, she's married. Her husband is Mark, if you didn't already know that.
What? You're serious? I was just talking to Mark. You mean that Mark?
Yep, aka the branch manager who spoke to you in the meeting you just had.
Oh my god, my mind's gone blank. Hannah, I need you to help me to find a way to stay in this company. I need to keep this job no matter what.
I was the one who got you fired, so heck no. Why would I help you?
If you help me find a way, I wouldn't mind becoming your boyfriend. How about that?
You can't be serious. Please tell me that was a joke. You are disgusting.
I'm guessing an arrogant woman like you has never had a boyfriend in your life before, right? I can be your first.
I have a fiance, thanks.
You do? Whoa, okay, that is impressive. He must be blind, man.
You better watch your mouth. And I just took a screenshot of what you said to me. That's some more proof to speed up you getting fired.
Wait, I'm sorry. I take back what I just said. I am going to delete everything that I just sent to you.
It's too late. I just took screenshots and I've already sent it to the branch manager, as in Mark.
No, how could you? My career at this company is going to end. Look, I'm so sorry for being rude to you and for stealing your car. Please, would you help me keep my job? Please?
A few days later, Tom was officially fired from the company. There were some talks about giving him a demotion instead, or transferring him elsewhere, but it became very clear that he was no use to the company anyway. Also, according to the branch manager Mark, he was being inappropriate with some of the female workers, including his wife. And so that was the final straw for him, and he was fired. After that, the woman who had been victimized sued him for emotional damages. The company also sued him for abusing and breaking company policies. We had lost out on a potential business partner as he had driven away with all of my important documents that day. Tom has no source of income now, and I heard he decided to move back in with his parents, but for whatever reason, they kicked him out the house. So currently, he's working multiple part-time jobs, trying to earn the money he needs to pay off for being sued by his female ex-coworkers. Good for him. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like the video and leave a comment. See you in the next one.
Tom, are you still not able to find a job? How lazy are you? It's been an entire year since you quit your previous job. It's seriously about time you gave up on your dream of working remotely full-time. I know that you got a large severance check when your company went under last year, but that's not gonna last us forever, you know. You really should stop being so damn lazy. It's so disappointing seeing you at home every single damn day. You're a man. Get a friggin' job. That's your job. as a man in this relationship, Tom. You're not going to succeed sitting in your room all day.
Mary, why are you flooding me with texts all of a sudden? And why the hell are you texting me when we're in the same house? You could just walk upstairs and talk to me in person, you know?
Just be quiet and start looking for a job already, okay? There's only a small handful of people that make it working from home. You're obviously not one of them. I want you to stop whatever the hell you're doing in your room and go find a normal job. I bet all you do in there is play games and watch Netflix anyway. Don't think I don't know what you're doing up there. I want you to think about your future and start working for a company again. This is a final warning for you.
Man, not this conversation again. I've told you this a countless amount of times, but I already make more than enough money for the both of us working remotely. I hustle on the side, and I've been doing this since my previous company went under last year. My side hustle was already doing pretty well while I was working my main job anyway. Now that I can work on it full-time, it's actually become really successful. You really don't need to worry about it at all. I even showed you a paycheck, right? There was enough money on there, right?
How can you call yourself successful with the paycheck that you showed me?
What?
You're really underestimating the cost of living here if you think that's enough. I want to live a way more luxurious life than this, you know. I want to quit my part-time job so I can be a housewife full-time. So I really need you to get a real job so that you can earn way more for the both of us.
How much do you expect me to make? I'm already earning a pretty decent amount of money.
Well, let's see. I'd expect a man to make at least $100,000 a year, especially because you're my husband and I'm a beautiful wife and I expect to be treated like a princess by my prince.
Well, if that's the case, then...
Then what? Just stop talking. I don't even want to hear your excuses. We should just get a divorce, Tom.
Wait, what? You didn't even let me finish my sentence.
I am guessing that the reason why you still haven't gone out to look for a job is because you're so damn useless. And being shy is getting you nowhere in life. You've always been a really quiet person ever since I met you at college. The only reason I ended up marrying you was because you got that really well-paying job as soon as you graduated. But now that the company no longer exists, I'm left with a pathetic man who has major personality issues.
So you're saying that just because I'm shy compared to normal people, I have personality issues?
Yes. To prove it, you haven't even tried looking for a job ever since you lost your job, and it's been well over a year. You're just a sad loner that spends all his time in his room.
So that's what you think of me, huh? Do you not realize that I'm working so damn hard every single day to earn money for the both of us?
You can say whatever the hell you want, but I've already made up my mind about you, Tom. A woman like me is way too good for a loser like you who only makes a measly $25,000 a year. I can do so much better than you. You need to stay away from me and leave me alone.
Wait, why did you just say $25,000? That's not how much I earn. I told you before.
That was the total amount of money that you showed me on your paycheck.
Oh, so that's why you've been badgering me to find a new job. It all makes sense now.
See, now you know why I've been complaining to you this entire time. Anyway, whatever, Tom, I'm done. I've already decided that we're getting divorced and I can't wait to start looking for my next boyfriend. I'm gonna find someone that's good looking as well as rich this time. Something you didn't have in you. I'll bring over the divorce papers later today, actually. And also, we're renting out this property under my dad's name, so you're the one that has to move out, okay? Not me. I'll give you until the end of the day tomorrow to get your belongings together, so make sure you're gone by then. I don't ever want to see you again.
Okay, Mary, that is fine by me. Just let me tell you one thing before I leave. I actually make $300,000 a year. Anyway, whatever. I'll start packing so that I can leave.
What did you just say? $300,000 a year?
Yes.
Oh, stop making up lies like that just because you're upset about us breaking up. You're so pathetic. It disgusts me that I even married you in the first place.
Fine, say all you want, I don't care.
So, you've decided to leave already? That was quicker than I thought, but okay.
Yeah, I gathered up all my things yesterday and left your place at around 6 a.m. this morning. I even worked with the estate agent to see if there were any places available that I could rent out immediately. And they told me that there were a few options, so I'm gonna go and take a look at them right now. I'll probably have a new place to live by the end of the day.
Well, good for you. Oh yeah, what about the divorce papers? Did you make sure to fill them in and sign them and everything?
Yeah, I left it on the dining room table. It should be ready to be handed in.
Oh, found it. I'll sign them too and make sure that our divorce is official by the end of the day.
Okay, thanks. Anyways, I have a lot of things to do, so I'm gonna put my phone down right now.
There you go again, trying to act like you're a busy and successful businessman or some crap like that. Cut it out, Tom. Drop the act. Seriously, I don't care anymore. You're too shy to even go for a job interview. You're just a low-life loser, and you're about to be single, so just accept it.
Hey, Alice, it's Tom here. It's been a while, huh? How have you been?
Oh, hello, Tom. It really has been a while. I've been doing very well, thank you. It's nice to hear from you, darling. What's wrong?
I just have something that I need to tell you. I'm sorry that I'm texting you out of the blue. Mary and I are getting a divorce. You'll probably hear it from her later, but I just wanted to let you know first.
Really? No! You two are getting divorced?
I think that she's making our divorce official as we speak right now.
Oh no, this is definitely not something that I was expecting to hear today. What happened between you guys? Wait, please don't tell me that her attitude was the issue. Listen, if it is, you have to know that she grew up completely spoiled by her dad. I hope that she didn't do anything stupid.
Well, I guess the reason why we're getting a divorce is because of that. I can't take her anymore. She's so arrogant and demanding. I don't really want to speak badly about your daughter, but she's very spoiled and has some pretty unreasonable expectations from a husband. There were also some misunderstandings between us that kind of led to us getting a divorce, but she just didn't listen to me or believe what I had to tell her. I've reached my limits living with her anyway. I just can't take it anymore.
Can I ask you what you meant by the misunderstandings?
Well, for some reason, she seems to believe that I only make $25,000 a year. I told her that I make way more than that, but she won't believe me. She thinks that I've been out of a job for a year, and I told her I wasn't. She was really emphasizing that.
Oh, I see.
I even showed her my paychecks to prove that I make more, but for some reason that just seemed to reinforce her beliefs about me not earning much.
Wow, well, that seems like the kind of thing she would do and say. She hates to admit that she's wrong, even if it's very clear that it's her fault. I can totally understand why you want the divorce. Thanks for letting me know, Tom. I'll make sure to speak to my husband about this. He's on a business trip abroad right now, so I'll talk to him when he comes back.
Okay. I'll come and see you guys once things settle down a little, since we might not be seeing each other so often once the divorce gets finalized. I'm really sorry that I had to let you know about this all of a sudden.
Tom, you need to tell me what is going on. My dad just called me from his business trip abroad, and he told me that you make over $300,000 a year? Is that really true? Why did you agree to the divorce? I never would have filed for a divorce if I had known that you earned that much.
Hey, Mary, how are you doing?
Oh, stop being so nonchalant and answer my question. Also, I want you to come back home right now. We have to find a way to withdraw our divorce papers. I've decided that you can continue to be my husband.
I don't think that a divorce can be withdrawn so easily. Look, we've sent the papers already. Just leave it.
Well, then let's get remarried again then. Either way, you need to come back here.
Why should I? You were the one that wanted to get the divorce in the first place.
I only said that because you didn't tell me that you earned over $300,000 a year. That's a lot of money. It's mostly your fault that we're in this situation anyway. You should be the one apologizing to me. I'm telling you that I'm willing to be your wife again. Hurry up and come back home.
Actually, no, I'm not going to be coming back. I think it was actually a good idea that we filed for divorce.
How could you say that? I'm telling you that I'm willing to be your wife again.
Well then, let me ask you one question. Do you have any idea what I do for a living?
You're a remote worker? You do something from home or something? I know that for sure. Your work also has something to do with a laptop.
Well, that's just the way I work. That's not exactly what I do. And Mary, this is my point. You don't know me at all anymore. What I do, what I like, nothing. And you've made it so obvious that you're after my money.
So? Just tell me what you do for work then.
I write blogs, make video content, and I also trade stocks and other forms of investing. Sometimes I help proofread work for some of my friends who are writers too. It's a mix of things, and I have multiple sources of income.
Well, how am I supposed to remember all of that?
'Cause you're my wife?
So anyway, that's how you make $300,000 a year?
Yes, the $25,000 you saw in my paycheck was just for a month for one of my jobs. Also, my monthly income kind of fluctuates a lot. The paycheck that I showed you was from one of my worst months. You probably mistook that for an entire year of my salary.
So I assume your monthly income was your salary for the entire year? Wow, I totally messed up.
The thing is, we've had conversations like this loads of times in the past, and you never listened.
Really?
Yeah, you just never listen. All you ever have an ear for is money, and I'm sick of it.
Wait, what do you mean?
I'm sick and tired of you. I've been wanting to get a divorce for a while now anyway, so I'm actually really happy that this happened. It just seems like you have no interest in me at all. I was your husband, not some money-making machine. I also didn't particularly like your dad either.
My dad? What about my dad? What did he ever do to you?
He just keeps using my name as a way to attract new business partners just because I'm pretty well known in the investing world. I never gave him the permission to do that at all. I didn't really make a big deal out of it because I was married to you and he was your dad, but I hate the way he uses my name like that.
He did that?
Yeah, he did. I guess I also didn't confront him because I'm not good with confrontations. So I'm glad that it's out in the open now, and you know how I felt all this time.
Well, okay, fine. I get it, but just come back to me.
I'm sorry, but that is not going to happen. In fact, I don't think I'm ever going to want to get back together with you again.
Please don't say that. I need you. My dad told me that his business is hugely reliant on your name and connections to him too, actually. Now I understand what that means. He said that his company is going to be in trouble if you're no longer his son-in-law.
No, I am definitely not going to get back with you then. He only has himself to blame for this. He kept using my name without my permission after all.
We don't have time to be arguing about this. Would you please just hurry and come back home?
Don't make me repeat myself, Mary. I'm not going to be coming back.
So, are you saying that you don't care if my dad's business fails? I thought you guys help each other out.
Actually, that's not true at all. Me and your dad have never been business partners at all. I might be well known in the investment industry, but I just do it as a hobby. I hated the way your dad used my name as a way to attract potential investors into his company. I wasn't affiliated to his businesses at all. He can sort out this mess himself. I'm glad that I'm going to be able to cut ties with him as well.
So, you're serious about not wanting to get back with me?
Yeah, I just listed out all the reasons why I don't want to be with you. Were you seriously not listening to me again?
Please, I'm begging you. My dad's gonna be so angry at me if you leave me. He's gonna cut ties with me and kick me out. If that happens, I'm gonna be in so much trouble. If I don't get back together with you, I'm not gonna have anyone that's gonna look after me and pay for my expenses. Please, would you reconsider this?
I have to get back to work soon. I have a blog post that I have to work on that needs to be posted by the end of the day. I also have a meeting with one of my friends to talk about some new investing strategies. I don't really have the time to be texting you anymore.
Wait, please don't go. I really don't know what to do if you leave me. I'll be completely alone and no one to rely on.
You're an adult now. It's about time you became more independent anyway. Maybe you should just go and find a full-time job so that you can earn your own living. Anyway, I've really got to get going. Good luck in life, Mary.
Wait, Tom, I'm really sorry for the way I treated you. I should have been kinder and more respectful to you. I really regret everything that I did. Please give me one more chance. Please.
Mary ended up having to tell her dad about the bad news. Just like she said, he was so angry that he kicked her out of the house. Alice, her mom, couldn't even stop him. She asked for help from her relatives, but none of them wanted to help her out either, so she's alone now. Being an arrogant and spoiled person meant nobody wanted to lend her a hand even when she needed it the most. I heard that she ended up finding a part-time job at a grocery store, and she's working long hours every day. Her dad's company fell apart as his business partners started to realize that he was cheating his way into deals. I heard that his company was now in a huge amount of debt too. Mary's mom Alice recently messaged me saying that she was thinking about getting a divorce from him too. She told me that both her husband and her daughter were just nasty people and that she wanted to leave them for good. Let's see what happens to her now. Either way, I'm happy that I can start a new chapter in my life. Cheers to that. Thank you for watching. Feel free to like the video and leave a comment. See you in the next one.
Kyle, it's finally our wedding day tomorrow. Oh, I've been smiling all day and I can't stop. I really can't wait. I've been looking forward to this moment for such a long time now. My dream is gonna come true tomorrow. I'm gonna look so beautiful in my wedding dress.
Yeah, you are, babe. I can't wait to see how beautiful and sexy you're gonna look. I just know that you're gonna be absolutely breathtaking. How was it going back to your parents' place, by the way? You haven't gone back in a long time, right? Must be nice to see them before the big day tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm really glad that I got to see them. They seemed so happy that I'm getting married tomorrow as well. My mom was even crying, and it's not even the wedding yet. Although, I kinda teared up watching her cry too. It makes me so happy to see them this happy for sure. So yeah, I'm glad I made the trip back.
Aw, that's nice to hear, baby. We only have to wait one more night until the big day. I really can't believe that it's tomorrow either. I wonder if I'm gonna be able to sleep tonight from all the excitement.
We're both just gonna have to try. On a serious note, it'll be a long day tomorrow, so we should try to be well rested.
Yeah.
And on that note, I think I'm gonna head to bed soon.
Okay. Yeah, I should hit the sack now too.
Then good night, babe, and see you tomorrow at the wedding.
Good night, babe, and I'll see you tomorrow at our wedding. Hey, you must be Kara, right? The one that's getting married today? I'm Sam. We haven't met before, but I'm one of Kyle's best friends. I was just messaging you to let you know about the surprise prank we're doing today. We're gonna pull off the surprise just before you guys start walking down the aisle. That's okay with you, right? make sure that you don't give anything away. You have to channel your inner actress, okay? I have been so excited ever since hearing about the wedding and all. I think that this is something that'll make this wedding extra exciting. And I'm totally looking forward to everyone's reactions. Anyway, I'll see you later. Enjoy your wedding day. Kara, you still haven't read the messages that I sent to you earlier. Well, I guess it's your fault for not checking your phone. I guess it won't matter much way either. This prank is something we have planned to do in advance now, so there is no going back, okay? Hello? Well, fine. We're gonna start heading in right now. Make sure that you act surprised. Here goes nothing. Well, that's my job done for today. That was so much fun. I was surprised at your acting skills, Kara. You did a really good job at acting really scared. I'm glad that it all went so smoothly, though. I called out your name just as you started walking down the aisle, and then I grabbed you and shoved you into the car waiting outside. How classic was that? But when you started shouting and crying out for help, it kind of scared me. You sounded so real. Not gonna lie, you're actually really good at acting. Although I really didn't think that there was any need to continue to act inside the car. You thrashed around and ended up ruining your wedding dress. Nobody was watching that part, so that was a bit pointless. But I guess you were just too into character by then, huh? Anyway, don't think of charging me for the damages you made to the wedding dress, okay? 'Cause that was all you. If anything, you should ask Kyle to pay for it because this was all his idea anyway. He is the real prankster. Anyway, now that this is done, I'm gonna be heading out. This is the end of my job here. See you, Kara. That was so awesome. My prank was a huge success. Oh, everyone was floored. That was so funny. You liked it too, right? Your acting skills were absolutely on point too, babe. It really seemed like you had no idea what was happening. Have you ever thought about pursuing a career in acting? Because I think it would suit you so much. You heard about my surprise plan from Sam before the wedding, right? Let me know what you thought of it later, okay? Anyway, I told everyone about the prank now. You can come back now so that we can continue with our wedding. The schedule is kind of tight right now because we ran a bit over time with that prank, so make sure you get back here as soon as you can, okay? See you in a bit. Kara, what are you doing? It's been like over half an hour now. I know that you might be embarrassed by what happened, but you should come back now. Everyone is waiting for you. Where the hell are you? The schedule for the wedding today is gonna get all messed up if you don't come back soon. Hello, babe? Oh, I get what's going on. You're a little upset that you were the victim of the prank, right? And now you're trying to pull a prank back on me to get back at me. Is that right? That's why you still haven't come back yet. Ah, come on. Stop being such a sore loser and just come back. Oh, babe, come on. I'm getting tired of this and so is everyone else. We don't have time for your mood swings right now. Me and my friends planned this prank because we thought that you'd enjoy it. That's why we thought of this scenario where you get kidnapped at your own wedding. Everyone seemed to love it. You should be happy that you got to experience a prank like this. Not many people would be willing to do this at a wedding, you know? Hurry up and come back. Kara, what the hell is wrong with you? Why the hell are you still not back? This isn't funny anymore. You have decided to ruin this wedding for everyone. Are you really that upset? Answer me, damn it. Where the heck are you? Oh, you're being so immature right now. Getting upset about a small prank like this? I'm gonna call this wedding off because you still haven't come back. I seriously will, you know that? Hello? Kara, this is all your fault. I called it off now. You're gonna be paying for all the wedding fees, by the way. You should have turned up instead of sulking. You're the reason that our wedding had to get canceled. Everyone's really confused with the situation, so I'm just gonna make up a lie about why this is happening, okay? There, I told them that you cheated on me with Sam, and that you guys ran away from the wedding together. I'm not gonna rule out that possibility because actually I still can't get a hold of him either. And you. What the heck is going on? I really didn't think that you were the trashy kind of woman that would do something like that. I was completely fooled by you. What a huge waste of my time. It is over between us. I don't even want to be with a piece of trash like you. We called off our wedding, so we might as well call off our engagement too. Kara, I swear you're making me so mad right now. Fine, be like that. Goodbye, you piece of scum.
Kyle.
Oh, look who's finally decided to reply to me. Thanks so much for ruining my life. I can't believe that you would cheat on me with Sam of all people. You evil witch, you left me at our wedding.
Have you not received any messages from your dad?
Huh? What are you talking about? He has nothing to do with this.
Just listen to what I'm saying. I'm currently at the hospital.
What? Why? Oh, don't tell me something happened to you after you guys ran off together.
No, that is not what happened. I was kidnapped by some man called Sam and was taken to some random place in his car. He shoved me inside somewhere really small and pitch black. I couldn't see anything because I was blindfolded anyway and my hands were tied. The door was locked from the outside and I just couldn't do anything, Kyle. It was horrible, Kyle. Horrible.
What the hell? Did he go that far with the prank? And you could have just called someone on your phone.
I left my phone at the changing room at the wedding venue. Did you expect me to be carrying around my phone when I'm wearing my wedding dress?
Oh, so you were without your phone then? That's not my fault.
I only managed to check my phone just now before I texted you, so I hadn't read any of the text messages that you and Sam had sent me. My phone was locked as well, so nobody else was able to see the messages for me. How could you do this to me?
What? I don't get this either.
It seems like there was some misunderstanding between you and him about the prank.
What do you mean?
There must have been some serious lack of communication between the two of you. If you're gonna do something so stupid at my wedding, you could have at least planned it out properly. Do you realize the situation you managed to put us in?
Well, I mean, I didn't mean for it to get to this. Oh man, I'm still confused.
I couldn't get any help from anyone forever. I was seriously scared for my life, Kyle.
Oh.
What do you mean, oh? I found out that I'd been locked inside a storage unit after I'd been let out. One of the workers just happened to open the storage unit and he called the ambulance for me. I was completely passed out when he found me as well.
What the hell? Is this for real?
Yes, and when I woke up, I was in the hospital. I have to stay the night here as well. The doctor wants to see how I'm doing.
What the hell? Oh my god.
I only seem to have a few cuts and bruises, so I'm good, but still, you have no idea what I had to go through.
Oh my god, Kara. Which hospital are you at right now? I'll come over right away.
No way I'm telling you where I'm staying.
What? Why? Kara, I'm so sorry, okay? I'm sorry this happened.
No, stay away from me.
Why are you being like this? Just tell me where you are. You're my fiancé. I want to see you and make sure that you're okay. There is a lot we have to talk about as well.
Are you serious?
I had no idea what was going on, I swear. Oh my god, we need to reschedule the wedding then too. Oh my god, I love you so much and I'm so sorry that this happened to you, babe.
Don't tell me that you're seriously thinking about having another wedding with me.
Of course that's what I'm planning. We weren't able to have our wedding today, so we should try it again. I'll make sure to come up with another surprise that you'll really appreciate. Not like this one. I'll make sure to plan it out a little more carefully this time, I swear.
No way! I've had enough of you! I'm breaking up with you. I don't need you, and I don't love you. Stay away from me, and I hate you. Goodbye, Kyle.
What did you just say? You're not seriously gonna end things with me, are you? It was just one small mistake. It's no big deal at all. What the hell is wrong with you, Kara? Why the hell did you hire a lawyer to sue me? Also, ever since our wedding got canceled, my parents have been super mad at me. They told me to come back home, and they haven't even let me leave the house ever since then. The lawyer that you hired came over to the house today and started saying really weird things to me too. He's demanding that I pay you a fee to pay the full amount for the wedding. You're canceling our honeymoon and you're trying to make me pay for everything too? What the hell? What are you thinking?
Are you really asking me this? The only thing I'm thinking about is ending our engagement and suing you for the trauma that you caused me.
What? Why are you being like this?
What do you mean, why? You tried to pull off the worst prank of my life on my wedding day and it failed, and you put my life in danger. Do you not realize how scared I was being locked up in that tiny dark storage unit? I was actually kidnapped. Seriously, kidnapped. I don't even know who Sam was until then. You should have told me. Do you not get it?
Well, it was just a surprise to spice up our wedding. It was such a great prank idea. I thought that you would appreciate a surprise that was a little different to the usual.
What was so great about that idea, huh? It ended up in me being at the hospital.
Well, the only reason it failed was because you didn't come back to the wedding right away. Things wouldn't have ended up like this if you had just come back.
I was locked inside a storage unit. Do you not listen? I had no way to contact anyone and my hands were tied up. You also decided to tell all the guests that the wedding was canceled because I cheated on you and ran off with Sam. How could you lie like that? Everyone was disgusted in me until they found out what really happened. I could even try sue you for defamation if I wanted to.
Why are you trying to make me suffer so much?
'Cause you deserve it, Kyle. Anyway, we're breaking up. I don't ever want to see you or talk to you ever again. Just remembering you and Sam's face is so traumatic. I want to erase your existence from my memory forever.
How could you say that to me? I was just doing my best to try and entertain you and everyone at the wedding. I thought that you would appreciate it as well. Oh, Kara, please, let's talk. Kara, what is happening? Me and Sam just got fired from our jobs. I know that you're behind this.
Did you really think that you guys would be able to keep your jobs after what happened?
How could you do this to us? This has nothing to do with our work. And thanks to you, we both have to pay for a ton of fees, like the entire wedding fee because of you and your stupid lawyer. How the hell are we meant to make our payments without our jobs?
You've already heard about which storage unit I was locked inside, right?
I thought it was just some random storage unit.
It happened to be the storage unit of the company that you guys work for. That unit was signed off only to be used by your company, but you guys used it for the stupid prank? In other words, you used company property for personal use and almost killed me. Did you seriously think that your company would just let that pass and continue to allow you guys to work?
Well, I had no idea that Sam used the company storage unit until now.
Also, one more thing. I don't appreciate you shouting at me for getting fired. I had nothing to do with this. This decision was made by your company, not me. If you have any complaints about it, then tell them directly. It has nothing to do with me.
Well, then would you at least contact my company and try and convince them to keep my job?
What did you just ask me?
Think of it as a favor for your fiancé that you love, right?
What the hell are you talking about? You're my ex-fiancé. Ex!
Wait, what?
And by the way, all the money that you and Sam owe me will be paid to me through my lawyer so that I no longer have to interact with you directly. The police have also been contacted, so you guys are no longer allowed to come near me. This is a restraining order. If you break it, then the police will come and arrest you immediately. There's absolutely no reason for us to stay in touch now, so I'm gonna block you and delete you.
No, Kara, you can't do that to me. There is no reason to go that far. I'm sure that we can get back together once things calm down a little. We loved each other so much until a couple of days ago. Oh, this can't be the end for us. We were so close to having our wedding and getting married.
Well, you were the one that went out of your way to completely ruin that wedding. This would have never happened if you hadn't have tried to pull that stupid prank. You know what, though? I'm a little glad that I managed to find out what an irresponsible idiot you are before we got married.
I was just doing the prank to try and make you and the guests happy. Please give me another chance with you. I'll make sure that the next huge surprise I pull on you is a little more successful.
Let me just give you one word of advice. Stop trying to pull surprises and pranks on people. You're not a kid anymore. Grow the hell up.
You're just saying that because the last one went a little south. Just give me one more chance. I'll make it a success this time.
Goodbye forever, Kyle.
Oh, wait, don't go. I still love you. We have to talk in person, Kara. Hello? Why did you stop replying to me? Please, just give me one more chance.
That idiot really didn't seem to understand what he did wrong till the very end. I really have no idea why I ended up getting engaged to a guy like him. What was I thinking? I eventually moved to another city to start fresh, and I'm glad I did. The day after I moved, Kyle and Sam broke into my parents' house, though. For some reason, they thought that they would be able to get their jobs back if Kyle managed to get back together with me. But the police ended up taking them away. I was so scared that they would continue trying to look for me, so thank God I had already moved by then. I worked remotely for my company anyway, so I was able to keep my job, which was great too. I fell in love with the new city that I moved to, and I'm very relaxed knowing that those idiots will never be able to find me again. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like the video and leave a comment. See you in the next one.
Hey, tomorrow's wedding is going to be at a pretty ritzy place, so don't try showing up in some cheap-looking dress or anything, okay?
All right.
I'm a little worried, though, because you always seem to wear clothing that is kind of outdated, if you know what I mean.
You think so? It'll be okay, though, because I'm borrowing a cute black and blue dress from one of my friends.
Well, then I shouldn't have to worry after all.
About how many people are going to be showing up to the wedding?
There will be about 80 people that I invited.
That many people? Holy crap.
Insane, right? Seems I have a lot of people that want to come to see me in my beautiful dress.
Are there going to be a lot of people from high school joining?
A ton. People from the soccer team will be coming, some teachers will come, and I'll even have the guys from the wrestling team a couple years ago show up.
I see. Looks like everyone knows about your upcoming wedding.
I guess you can say I'm a pretty popular gal, huh?
Absolutely.
It'd be great if you started to cheer up a bit like old times.
Yeah. By the way, when I looked at the invitation I received, the groom's name wasn't written on it. Who is he and where did you guys meet?
He was a friend of one of my friends, I think.
That's nice. You guys are the same age then?
He's 2 years older than me.
Oh, so you're into older men then, huh?
Actually, I think you might know who he is.
Who is he?
You'll find out at the wedding. You'll be very surprised.
Don't tell me he is one of the upperclassmen from high school.
Not at all. He has a lot of great things going for him, but I feel like I could go on and on bragging about him.
I see. Then I'm looking forward to finding out who he is. might even be moving into a house on Venice Beach after the wedding. Seriously? That's awesome. Well, he is a pretty wealthy man after all, so it's only natural that he buys a house in such a privileged part of LA. He must work for a very large company, huh? Yes, ma'am. And he said that I won't even need to spend a penny when I'm with him. I'm jealous. I feel bad bragging about all this in front of you, though. I mean, your ex-husband ran away from you a few years ago. I'll help you out this time and make sure to toss the bouquet to you after we marry. Then you'll have a second chance. You don't have to do that. You'll embarrass me. Everyone there will be really kind, so there's no point in getting embarrassed. I'll be the main focus of the wedding, so you better let me give you that bouquet. But I don't think I'm good enough to be a part of the bouquet toss. What are you talking about? I want you to find another man and become happy again. Will you join? Please? Well, if you say so. When you get the bouquet, you're going to have to come on stage and say a few words. So I'd start thinking of what you'll say. I'll say something about you both living happily ever after with one another, okay? Thank you! Sounds like you already know the right things to say. Well, you've been saying you want to see me happy, so why not share that happiness with one another? Although, I am a little worried you may say something hurtful. I won't! Then please make sure to wish for our happiness. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Same here. I'll see you tomorrow. My name is Lisa, and I'm 28 years old. Right now, I'm working for a law firm as a lawyer's assistant. A few years ago, well, 2 to be exact, my husband and I got a divorce and never ever talked to one another again. I was hoping to try and stop us from falling apart, but it seemed my husband had other things on his mind. After all the pain had started to tear my heart apart, Hannah was there to make sure I would be okay. However, when I went to Hannah's wedding the next day, I learned something that I never would have wanted to know. My fiancé turned out to be the man that threw you in the trash 2 years ago. This has to be one of the best surprises you've ever experienced, huh? Why? Why was Ben the man you decided to marry? The way your mouth dropped to the floor as tears ran down your face was hilarious! I hope one of the cameramen was able to get a good shot of that. What's wrong with you? Having the gal that lost her husband to me receive the bouquet? Oh, that just made me want to burst out in laughter! You looked so destroyed. Not even a word slipped out of your mouth. What makes you think doing something so reckless as this is okay? There's nothing wrong with it. He just happened to fall in love with me, and I wanted to make sure you knew that. You have to understand that there's nothing you could have done. And I thought you were my friend. Oh, come on. This isn't elementary school. But I trusted you. You helped me with everything after my divorce from Ben and made it seem like you really cared for me. It's because of all the things you told me about Ben that I was able to become his girlfriend shortly after. Not only am I super lucky to have had you tell me that, but it helped seal the deal for Ben and I. We both got to bond over talking about how awful you really are. Were you guys already interested in each other before the divorce? Mimi. How could you do that to me? Well, I just happened to really like him, and soon things started to grow from there. And I have to say, I don't feel bad at all for this. Ben was really happy to see that he could finally be free of living in a rundown house with you. And so he asked me to stay with him after you guys broke up. What do you mean by rundown house? Seems that Ben never told you about how in debt your family and you are. From back when I was a kid? That's right. Back when you were still a baby, your parents borrowed a lot of money. You say that like it's a bad thing, when in reality, my dad had to take out a loan to help his business. But even so, that shows how poor your family is. That must be why in high school, you only ever wore really old and bland clothing. It was probably all from the Salvation Army or something.
That has nothing to do with my family, though. Why do you know all about my family?
Back in high school, when we were going on that huge field trip to Disneyland, you weren't able to come along. So I asked my mom when I got home from school that day.
And what did your mom end up saying about us?
She said that your dad wasn't working a normal job, so you guys didn't have any money and had to rely on borrowing it all.
You both talked about that?
What? Are you going to get mad at my parents? These were all just facts that she told me.
Yeah, but...
So I told Ben all about that stuff. He told me that he didn't want to live in a family that has to always be in debt, and that having kids with you would only make things worse.
That jerk! Why do you guys think that us having borrowed some money means we are poor?
I think the thing that really upset him was that you never told him about your family's money problem.
Well, it's not like my family is in debt anymore. And we weren't that deep into borrowing money anyways. We still had money to keep our family in good shape.
Well, maybe to you didn't feel that embarrassed, but to others, your family was definitely poor. You were used to living with such little value, but to those of us looking from the outside, we knew just how empty your parents' wallets were.
You still didn't even know what was going on with us then. So don't try and make quick judgments about my family and me.
You knew how hard life was in that house. That's the whole reason why you went after Ben and his money.
Don't say crap like that to me.
Well, it's true. But I guess it doesn't matter how you live now. From today onwards, I'll be living as Ben's new and improved housewife. And we are about to have a luxurious dinner together. So go ahead and cook up that package of ramen in the back of your cupboard and enjoy it by yourself. Ha! Both Ben, his parents, my parents, and I are all trying to get our marriage certificate, but it doesn't seem to be going through. What's going on? What have you done?
Well, Ben and I haven't truly divorced yet.
Wait, what?
I never said that we were legally divorced yet, right? On the day you came over to help me recover from everything with Ben, you saw that the papers were still sitting on my desk, right? I never ended up handing those in, because I thought there was still hope of us turning things around.
What are you talking about? Hurry up and hand those in.
Until I get a chance to talk with Ben again, it's not happening.
Everyone is with us trying to get this stuff taken care of before going out to dinner. Why did you never tell me this before the wedding?
The fact that you guys hide your relationship from me should tell you everything.
But Ben told me that you and him had already divorced and everything. Why would I have a reason to not believe him?
Well, just falling blindly into his words like that is on you.
So for the past 2 years, you've been holding on to those papers?
Like I said, I wanted to believe that during that time, Ben would come back to me and we could get back together. So I held off on making the divorce final.
What kind of bullcrap is that? He was never coming back to you. So hurry up and turn those papers in now that you know that.
You're right. Understood. But before I do that, tell Ben that I want to talk with him. It looks like he blocked me, so I can't get in touch with him. Liz, hurry up and turn in those dang papers, okay? So after 2 years of not talking to one another, that's the first thing you're going to say to me?
Well, it's not like either of us care about how you feel.
Is that really how you feel?
Of course it is.
Ben, what have you been up to for the past 2 years? This is getting really old really fast, Liz. Both Hannah and I have been trying to live a happy life together is all.
Exactly. Unlike you, who only came after my Ben for his money and nothing else, I'm here showing him all the love and attention he deserves.
Wrong.
No, I think I'm right.
I think if anything, Ben was only into me for my money. Don't start that with me. Now get to it and hand those papers in already. I worried about our love for the past 2 years, and all you did was move on to one of my friends?
Scary.
But it's whatever. I get that you don't love me anymore, so I'll make sure these papers get to the city office. Hurry up, Liz! I am. But just to let you know, I'm taking you to court. I can plead my case and I have a good chance at a settlement. What?
Why are you doing that?
Because you two are malicious. And I now know that you two have been dating each other while Ben and I have still been legally married. That means our finances were also still tied while you two were out enjoying yourselves behind my back. Do you understand why that's a problem? Wait. The whole reason we started dating was because we thought you handed all of that in.
That's absolutely right. It's your fault for not telling us about keeping those papers with you.
I think you told me that you guys were already going out together before Ben and I ever filled out the paperwork, right? Liz, listen. Hannah and I just had a huge wedding, so we barely have the money to pay you.
Can you please stop trying to take us to court?
Really? Do you think that this is all just a joke? I get that you're upset right now, but come on, Liz. I'm a lawyer.
Huh?
So I can't really turn a blind eye when there's a legal issue and someone is being mistreated. Especially when that someone is me. Liz, you only work at a law firm as an assistant. Wrong. When you first ran away from me, I went ahead and used my time alone to finish up my studies to become a lawyer myself. Just last year, I passed the tests I needed to get my credentials. And now, here we are. I see.
So in other words, you'll be the one writing all the paperwork for the court settlement?
That's right.
Liz, I'm really sorry about everything that has happened between us these past few days.
Why have you decided to apologize now?
Well, this was all Ben's fault for not making sure to tell you that he really didn't love you anymore, right? So he should be the only person that needs to pay you anything.
But you knew about everything that was going on between us 2 years ago, and still went ahead and took advantage of the situation to be with him.
Well, I just happen to want to be with him more than support you, is all.
What the hell, Hannah? Why are you throwing me under the bus now?
Because you tricked me! Since you couldn't wait until you were fully divorced to love me, I'll have to pay a settlement.
But you're the one that treated Liz like crap as well for being poor. I know that the two of you are pretty busy trying to blame one another, but I'll have the settlement sent to you in the next week or so.
Wait! Liz!
Let's all calm down and have a longer chat about this. You'll only want to try and take advantage of me by doing that.
But you're fine with suing one of your best friends after she just got married?
My friend dating my husband and never telling me is much worse.
Let's just talk about this!
Right after we finished messaging each other, it seems that both Hannah and Ben got into a huge fight at the city hall and broke up. I turned in the divorce papers after hearing that, and I feel like I can finally move on with my life. They, on the other hand, are in a mountain of debt. Hannah was unfortunately not able to get her old job back, as they hired someone much better than her into the position, and was left to finding odd jobs to try and pay me. She has even turned to asking for money on the street, looking as though she really knew how to live the life of a homeless person. Ben continued on with his work, even asking his boss for overtime so that he could make the money to not only pay me back, but also pay for that new house he had bought in anticipation of living with Hannah. I suppose he'll be working those 80-hour weeks for the next year or two, trying to keep himself from drowning in debt. I was lucky enough to later bond with one of Hannah's friends from high school, who happened to work in the same office as me. After hearing my story, and about how Liz and Ben both humiliated me at their wedding, we started to become serious and look towards a future as a family. Just like Liz said, catching that bouquet must have really allowed me to find new happiness in a new man. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe.
Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.